All right, what up, guys? So today we're going to be making just a simple ad. We're going to be making a video, about 20-25 second long video. It's going to be a short one of a girl or an actor showing off a product and using the product, interacting with the product of some sort, okay? So really quick, let's just show you the final product, okay? So this is what the final video is going to look like.
Guys, look what just came. No, because why is this so clean? Like, look at it. Look. I wasn't even gonna get it, and then I saw it in person, and I was like, nope, that's mine. That's going home with me. Oh my god. Tell me this isn't the cleanest design they've ever done. Like, the Spotify on the front just works. I don't even follow them like that, and I'm obsessed. Also, none of this is real, by the way. All made with AI.
All right, guys, so just something really simple, just like that. This is what your workflow is going to look like, or this is all it really is required, okay? So I actually had to do 2 different shots because this is gonna be, if it's anything over 15 seconds, you're gonna have to have at least 2 different scenes, right? Because you can only do 15 at a time. So I think this one originally was, I think, an 8-second clip and then a 12-second clip. So scene 1 was 8 seconds, the second was 12 seconds, total 20. So this was the first video, and you can see here, all it really was we attached the Barcelona jersey, a picture of the actor, and then we made our video prompt. And then in the second scene, did the exact same thing. The only difference was we actually attached an audio node to the video so that the audio, the voice, the actor's voice is consistent and it's the same. I think you can do that with Higgsfield. I was trying. I actually got Higgsfield just to test this out just a couple days ago. And I'm honestly not a big fan. I'm going to stick with Magnific. But I'm pretty sure you can just upload a video and then just in the actual prompt, reference that video saying, hey, please use this sound for the actor for this new video. But this is how I know for sure you can do it Magnific. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, let's dive in, guys. So really quick, same as last video, we're gonna need just a couple tools. We're gonna need ChatGPT for the images. You can use Nana Banana, but I personally prefer GPT when it comes to realism. I think it's just way better. You're gonna need your AI platform, your video platform, whether that's Higgsfield, Top View, or Magnific, or anything else. You need that. Or unless you you use Kling or Seedance directly on the website. And then the final tool you're gonna need is Claude, just for some brainstorming, just to help you with some prompting. So those are the tools that we're gonna use today. So let's just hop in to ChatGPT. And I'm going to get my handy dandy prompt here. Just give me a second. All right, sorry about that, guys. So I got my handy dandy prompt here now. Just had to go fishing for it. And it's very, very straightforward. Not a whole lot going on here. But this is pretty much the prompt. So please create me an AI influencer. She's from Spain, but visiting USA for the FIFA games. She's very beautiful, gorgeous, and stunning. Her face makes you want to melt. I want her inside her condo. It's a very nice condo, very nice area, sunny, influencer style, selfie frame. And then here's just a couple of descriptions just to help with the realism. So we want natural indoor environments. We want believable lighting, realistic expression, visible pores, micro imperfections, and then natural hair physics. So as you can see, guys, this is a very, very simple prompt. The most important piece is probably the little description here. Depending on who you're learning from or what you're reading, some people might have 15 of these, some people might only have 3 of these. It really doesn't matter. Like, as long as you have some of them in there, some realistic style bullet points just to help, GPT create like a realistic image, this is fine. You can do less, you can do more, it's totally fine. This is a very simple prompt, and I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. So give me a couple minutes while this loads, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so our image is ready. Great news, she looks fantastic. The only thing that sucks is she's wearing our product, our Spain jersey. I didn't tell her to put this on, but I guess there's a lot of soccer history in my chats here, so maybe GPT was trying to think for me and put her in a Spain jersey. So we're gonna have to redo this. A couple of ways you can do this. If you actually like the actor, you don't want anything to change, just edit the picture, and we could say something like, please replace her top, or please put her in a white top instead. Or you can maybe, if you have like a specific outfit she wants to wear and you have an image of that, you can attach that as a reference. It could be some Gucci hoodie or something like that. whatever, but this is fine. So we can just edit the existing image, or I can just create like a brand new one. I would just redo the same prompt and then add in, she's wearing a white top, for example. So give me a couple seconds, guys. I'll be right back again. All right, guys, so this looks a lot better. Just a simple, nice white tee, no Spain jersey yet, so this is perfect. I'm really happy with this. And guys, just another, I just want to pump GPT's tires here one more time. Just look at the realism here. Look how realistic this looks. Look at the lighting on the buildings, on the balcony out there, how accurate it is. Look at our actor, the veins, her skin texture, the pores, everything, the lighting. It just looks so realistic. If this was on my feed or in some dating app, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I would just assume this is real. And this is coming from somebody who works with AI on a regular basis. I would be fooled. But anyways, if you're happy with it, just copy the image, download the image, and we're gonna paste this back into our nice little workflow here. So this was the video that I made beforehand, the video I just showed you. I'm gonna go down and just a nice new little section just beneath it, and we're gonna paste our image, okay? Now, we're also going to, you don't have to do this. This is something that I like to do, but when I'm pasting images that I generated from a different platform, like in this case, we generated this in GPT, I don't like to just paste the image with no reference to what the prompt was, because down the road, if you need to reference this image or if you need to reference something, you need to know what that prompt was. You don't want to have to go one platform to get the picture and then another platform to get the script or whatever it is. So I just like to, when I'm posting things in my workflow in Magnific, especially images, I just like to attach whatever the prompt was to help me create that. So I'll just go and paste this. I'll just attach this reference. And now I know in the future, if I open up this project, like this was the prompt used to create this image. It's just a little organizational tip. Now we are doing a jersey. So if you're following along doing a jersey as well, you want to go get a picture of it off Google. I already got a Spain jersey here. So let's just use this one. This looks good to me. We're going to paste this into our workflow. So we got 2 images now. And then I am going to make a video node. This will be Seedance. Leave that sound on. I'll leave everything else for now. And then this will be our prompt for the video. And we'll just connect that like that. We will connect these as references. We don't need to do first frame. Unless you want to do first frame, but this image is fine as a reference. That's okay. So we got our 2 images. We have our video node. We have the prompt. Perfect. Awesome. So this is what it should look like for you. You should have this ready to go. Now let's get into the fun stuff, the prompting. All right, guys, so I got my prompts here on a Google Doc just so we can break these down. I want to go, this is the exact prompt that I used, by the way, for this video here, the one that I shared at the beginning. And it's also my YouTube channel, my shorts, if you want to rewatch it. So we're just going to break this one down first so that we understand what went into this prompt, and then we can create our new scene, okay? So like I said, there's 2 scenes. The first one is about 10 seconds long. It's going to be the jersey reveal. So this scene is just her coming home with the jersey. She just bought it. She's excited. She's yapping. She can't wait, blah, 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 blah. And then the second scene is going to be her actually putting on the jersey. She's playing with it. She's touching it. She's feeling it. She's commenting about the features, the texture, the design, and then like a simple call to action, okay? So we're just going to go analyze one of them for now, just to give you guys a better idea. I also labeled these, as you can see, I also labeled these as like identity, wardrobe, product. I just find this is how I like to learn. I don't actually make my prompts with these labels, but when I'm learning, I'll take a prompt like this. This is literally how I learn. I'll take a prompt, I'll paste it on Google Docs, and then I will use Claude to help me label it, and then I can just analyze it. I can study this a lot better. Instead of having like everything, just one big block, like you see on Instagram when people share their prompts, and it's just like, it's a big mess and you don't really know like what's what. So just for learning, I find if I label things like this and put things in little sections, it helps my brain just understand things a lot better. So that's what I did here for you guys. So you can see here, actually, let me just really quick split the tabs so that we don't get confused. Right now we are analyzing this one, okay? This is the one that I already made yesterday. So first things first, the identity, just a simple, who she is, what she's wearing. And honestly, if you already have a good picture of her like I do, you don't really need to go crazy with this. They can be very short, This here can be even shorter, something like this. Wardrobe, that's perfect. She's wearing the same robust, brown ribbed tank top from Image One. That's all you need for these two, okay? But get the identity, get the wardrobe, her outfit, what she's wearing. Also, if it's a product video, let's get the product in there too. So in this case, she's holding an official Barcelona World Cup jersey on a wooden hanger when the clip opens. This is for extra detail that I added in, but there's a Nike hashtag or hang tag, and the price tag is still attached. It's got soft plastic wrap pushed down around the hanger neck. So you can just see here, just adding those little details like that on your product, guys, if you're able to do so, it just makes it a lot more realistic as opposed to just the jersey, Like this looks like she actually just came home from Nike and bought this. Okay, and then we have the setting. So again, straightforward, guys. Where is she? Is she underground? Is she in the clouds? Is she outer space? Where's our actor, right? In this case, she's in her condo. So this is just a big block, really just explaining the condo. It's beautiful. You can see through the glass. You got the downtown skyline. The green trees. Just go into detail and just explain where she's going to be. And then here we just have something for lighting. So again, really important to have this. Very simple, but late morning, bright daylight diffused through the glass, no harsh direct sunlight, gentle warm bounce off the floors, yada, yada, yada. That looks good. I actually just added this in for a couple of my videos. And I find sometimes when it comes to videos with products, unboxing or product videos where the actor's interacting with the product, wearing it, playing with it, etc., sometimes the AI has issues with just basic physics and motion. Like I'll show you some examples in a moment, but I had to redo this a couple times because she was having issues putting on the jersey in a way that looked natural. Like there was morphings, and it just didn't look real. It was weird. So I added this in just to help with the physics, and it helped a lot. So I actually use this now when I am making any product videos or unboxing videos. If I notice that they're having a hard time, specifically with clothing, then I'll add this in, and it's just to help with physics, really. So if you are doing a different kind of product, I would just copy this, paste into Claude, give it the product, and it'll tweak this for that specific product. Like I did this for a soccer ball as well, for example. So I just plopped this in a Claude, and it gave it to me for the soccer ball, and it was good. But you don't have to have this. This is just if you're having issues with the physics, okay? It's good to have. Then we have some camera. Again, talk about the camera. This is a very basic video. It's UGC, iPhone, authentic stuff. So we don't have to talk too much here about what we want the camera to be. We just basically mentioned that, yes, it's a handheld iPhone front camera, 916 resolution. And then this I always love to have, but slight imperfect framing and micro shakes. That just makes it feel like someone is actually behind the camera. You're gonna see it shake a little bit. It just makes it more realistic, small details. And then here, just a couple other stuff with, realistic skin texture, visible pores, soft natural skin, imperfections. Now, this is already implied because we gave AI a pretty good image to begin with, but just to be on the safe side, add in a couple of that here. No color grade, no skin smoothing. It looks like a raw TikTok upload, right? Make sure you have that line in there as well. Then we have a little voice label here. And in this case, I made an Argentinian girl, so I want her to have an accent. So that's what I just specified here. She speaks English, but she has that strong Argentinian accent. And then here, just a couple like how she pronounces some letters when it comes to R and Y and sh, right? So if you're doing somebody with an accent, or if you want a specific tone in your voice, you can add like a simple one-liner. Action. I will get into this in a moment, but this is the action scene. And then we have just the ambience and the audio. So things like, maybe it's raining outside. You can hear like the faint rain in the background as it hits the cement ground, or maybe, some faint muscled city sounds through the glass, right? Someone yelling, or, just some basic ambience, and then just some more audio, which is pretty much an extension of, I could probably just combine these two into one, just so you guys don't get too confused. And then we're kind of just elaborating on that a little bit more, right? The muffled city ambience, the soft AC hum, her natural Argentinian accent. There's no music, no voiceover. This is actually probably important. So if you don't, and this too, if you don't specify these, sometimes you'll get a voiceover, sometimes you'll get music, and sometimes you'll get on-screen text, and you might not want any of this. So if you don't want any of it, tell it not to do it, and it won't. So put that in there. And then lastly, just the style. So again, very straightforward. It's photorealistic, raw smartphone footage aesthetic, natural indoor daylight lighting, and candid pacing. So it's just, if she's moving around and with her head or her body, it's just more natural, authentic creator at home energy. So that is pretty much the prompt. Let's hop into the action now. All right, guys, so I'm just going to break this down here. I'm going to go kind of line by line. I'll read this out loud and then break it down as I go. So the first line here, it's a selfie. She's filming herself in the living room, balcony and skyline behind her through the glass. Just a simple one-liner, just a little bit of context, just to, act as like an intro for Seedance so it knows kind of where the setting is and who the actor is, etc. Then she's already holding the jersey up beside her face and the clip starts. Mid-laugh, phone at arm's length and slightly low angle so you can catch the windows and the sunny skyline behind her. One thing I'll say here, so yeah, this is just a continuation of the first line, really, explaining how the scene is starting, what the actor is going to be doing, what's going to be in the shot. So again, just a continuation of the first line. And one thing I'll say here is, depending on the scene that you're making, depending on the video, I like to open up with my first scene of the actor already in the middle of doing something. So for example, if it's a conversation, I wouldn't want to start at the beginning of the conversation. I'd want to start the scene where she's right in the middle of it. She's in the middle of laughing. She's in the middle of doing something, throwing a punch, whatever it is. I find it's just better for, to act as like a scroll stopping mechanism in your hook. It adds some curiosity to it. Like for example, if, you scroll through a video on your feed and right away the actor is breaking into laughter with her friends, like, oh my God, that's so funny. I can't believe you said that. You have no idea what they're laughing about. But because you have no idea, you're a little bit curious and you're more inclined to stay a couple more seconds just to see what this video is all about. So if possible, I like to do that when I'm opening my scenes. It helps with just retention and whatnot. But anyways, let's continue. So the next line is, her hand is gripping the wooden hanger hook from above, the jersey hanging with real fabric weight, tag swaying slightly. So once again, guys, like, you can look at this line as a third continuation off of just the context of the scene, explaining what's happening. That's really all we're doing here. We're explaining, hey, we want the actor to be holding the hanger from above. We're talking about the angle. We're talking about like the actual details of the jersey, some real fabric weight, the tag swaying slightly. So again, this is just some slight detail with motion and physics that are just going to help create a more authentic video, okay? So next line, she's already mid-sentence. Again, mid-sentence, right? Big fan of that. She's already mid-sentence as the clip starts, and she says, guys, look what just came. And then it cuts to something else, a brand new shot, and she's like, no, because why is this so clean? Like, look at it, look. And then she tilts the jersey towards the lens, thumbs brushing across the logo, fabric dimpling around the pressure. So talking again more on the physics of everything to make it feel and look like it's a real jersey. And then she says, I wasn't even gonna get it. And then I saw it in person. I was like, nope, that's mine. That's going home with me. And then, quick laugh. She's glancing at the jersey as she marvels at it, then back up to the lens. All right, guys, so that's basically our action scene. Pretty straightforward, as you can see. The first half of it was really just describing what the scene was even gonna be. Like, we were just talking about the setting, we were talking about the actor, we were talking about the product. That's it, really. So first half is just context, and then the second half, that's where we brought in the dialogue and she was actually speaking, and we added some extra candid stuff in there, like she's laughing and she's looking at the jersey and the lens back and forth. So I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it, and that's how the next one's going to look as well. But that's the script, guys. That's the whole prompt. So now that we've got the prompt, let's go to the next section and let's start building out our new prompts for this new actor that we just created. So I got Claude here pulled up, and I already got a prompt, and I'll give this prompt in the description down below. This is just a simple, hey, like, I'm creating a 20 to 30 second UGC style product ad, and I need your help building this out. I've attached the actor and the product, which is a Spain World Cup jersey. Here's the concept. She just got back from the store and she wants to show off her jersey. So few constraints. Max video generation length is only 15 seconds per clip, max. So if the ad runs longer, we'll have to split into separate scenes. Each scene needs to stand on its own with a cold start opening, meaning, you know, these scenes are standalones. They're not continuations. Even though we're building them as continuations, Seedance doesn't know it's a continuation. So when Claude is giving you your prompts, it needs to be aware of this. And then the final delivery format is a Seedance video prompt, but we'll get there in steps. Let's first start with the script, just the script, the clean version, structured scene by what she's communicating in each beat. No dialogue yet, no prompting format, just the script, and then we'll move forward, okay? And then I attached here the pictures of my product as well as the actor. So I am going to, this looks pretty, yeah, that's fine. I'll send this and then I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, so Claude just finished thinking and it looks pretty good. I just skimmed this over briefly. Looks like we got about a 22 to 25 second video. That's perfect, that's what we're going for. And it broke it up into two scenes. So the first one, it decided around 10 seconds, that's gonna be the jersey reveal. And then the second scene is gonna be the try it on, about 12 to 14 seconds, okay? So that looks pretty good. First scene, the first 3 seconds is the hook. And then the next beat is gonna be the reveal. She's holding the jersey. And then the third beat's gonna be just why she's wearing it, why she got it. It's because it's World Cup, it's cool. And then the second scene, it's gonna start the first beat off with just her putting on the jersey, doing like a fit check. Second one is gonna be about her calling out the features, like the design, the texture, all that stuff. And then the third beat is gonna be, this is pretty interesting, lifestyle framing. So she shifts to how she's gonna wear it, not just on match days, but as an everyday piece with jeans. So sells as versatility. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then the fourth beat is gonna be just a quick CTA. So in this case, ready for Spain to win it all? Sure. This is just a little fun ad we're making that works with me. And then a couple notes on just tonality and then this call to action strength. So, okay, cool. This is pretty good, guys. Happy with this. Next is I'm going to grab a prompt and we're going to ask it to generate us a script. All right, guys, so we got the prompt here. I'll share this in the description, but it's basically two parts. So first, give me the script, give me the clean version, what she's communicating in each beat, the structure, the message, right? No dialogue yet. And then once the script looks good, then we can write the dialogue, okay? Now, before I continue, there is a difference with script and dialogue. Script is the message, right? The overall message that we're trying to communicate to our viewers. And the dialogue is the performance, like how it's spoken, okay? So the dialogue is basically how we're gonna be typing it into the prompt so that when our actor's talking, it just sounds way more natural as opposed to like a blanket line without any of these examples here. Like for example, you know, write it how a real person would actually say it on camera. So that's like mid-sentence starts, little wait moments, like hold on, wait, or like repeated words, look at it, look, or ums like I'm doing on this video here, or there's maybe some laughs or drawn out words, like instead of saying try, you say try, right? You make it trail off. So script is the message, guys. Dialogue is how it's communicated, the performance. Like that's just a really easy way to kind of think about these two things. So let's hit enter and let's see what it gives us. All right, so this looks pretty good. It just finished thinking, and you can see here, it's giving me the basic script of both scenes. So if we look at scene one, for example, it's still got the same beats, the hook, the pull up, the Y. So she communicates, I have to show you what I just picked up. And then the second one, she's like, look at this. It's even better in person than I thought it'd be. And then the third one, she says, this isn't a random buy. This means something to me. So, I mean, it's especially this line here seems kind of weak. I'm okay with these two, but with the dialogue, even this one's going to sound a lot better. I'm curious. So I'm happy with this. What I'm going to do now is we're going to go back into our prompt, the original prompt that we used for this video, and I'll share this with you as well. I'm going to copy this, just the first scene, and then we'll go back to Claude. And okay, cool. Here is the prompt template I used for another video. Can you please fill this in, or can you please tweak this with my new actor, new product, and dialogue, and script dialogue, something like that. Okay, cool. I'll paste that in there as well, and I think I've already got the actor there. Perfect. I don't have to attach the pictures. And I'll just hit enter, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, so the prompt is ready to go. This looks pretty good. It's got everything we had beforehand. So as you can see, it's the same template, the same format. We have the identity, we have the outfit, we got the product, we got the setting, got the lighting, we got the physics because she's playing with the jersey, the camera and format. We all got the voice. So she speaks English with a natural Spanish Castilian accent, soft TH on the C's and the Z's, lightly rolled R's. Relaxed cadence, slightly clipped vowel rhythm of a native Spanish speaker. So this is cool, guys. We're gonna have a nice Spanish accent. And then let's see how this looks. So for the action, so selfie, film yourself living room balcony, skyline behind her, phone at arm's length, and slightly slow angle so you can catch the windows and sunny skyline. This is like verbatim word for word copy of the previous one, which is fine. This is just an example video. She's already mid-sentence as the clip starts. I like this, yep. One hand reaching into the Adidas bag on the side table. Okay, wait. You guys have to see what I like this. Cuts off at the end, perfect. She pulls the jersey out, fabric unfolding with the weight, tag swinging, lifting beside her face. Look at it, look. This might be too many looks, but we'll see how it sounds. Small laugh, she tilts the jersey towards the lens, thumb brushing across the logo, the fabric dimpling under the pressure. I love this too, really adds more detail. And then she says, the new Spain kit, the new one, I've been waiting for this thing to drop for like, I don't even know how long. Quick glance down at the jersey, and then she says, Dios mío, under her breath. World Cup is coming. Okay, I had to. See, I love this. My only concern is this might be too much for 10 seconds, too much text. So we'll see if this fits, but if not, we might have to make this like 12 seconds or something. And one thing I will say, I have tried this before, the Spain kit, the Portugal kit. It has a hard time with the word kit for some reason. There are some words where Seedance or Kling, they just can't pronounce them. Kit is one of them, and I don't really feel like wasting my credits to try it again. So I might just change this to the new Spain design or the Spain jersey. I might just call it jersey, okay? Just so we don't have to go through that. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna copy this prompt. This looks really good. Okay, amazing. Copy it. We're gonna go back into our Magnific workflow or Higgsfield, whatever it is. And I'm gonna drop that prompt in here, and let's just close that. I have to redo these images here. This should be that one. This should be, and you can do this by just connecting it. I'm just a little bit lazy right now. Okay, and I think that looks good. And then home jersey, yep. Setting, image 1. Is it the right one? Yep, cool. I think this is good, guys. Yeah, this looks good to me. Cool. And then this is a 10-second clip, so we're gonna make sure that we set this to 10 seconds. Perfect. Seedance 916. We're doing one video, 720. You can do 1080, but 720 is fine for now. And I think we're good, guys. So give me a second here. I'll just generate this, and I'll see you in a sec. All right, guys, so the video is done, and it's not bad. I was correct in assuming that there wasn't going to be enough room for the entire transcript. She was a motor mouth, man. She was going fast. So we're going to have to adjust that, but I'll just show you what this looks like really quick.
Okay, wait. You guys have to see what I just look at it. The new Spain kit, the new one. Oh, I've been waiting for this thing to drop for like, I don't even know how long. World Cup is coming. Okay, I had to. Look. Okay, wait.
So you can see like in the dialogue, it might have sounded like gibberish when we were writing it out, but
you guys have to see what I just look at it.
Like that sounds very natural, hearing somebody speak like that. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you really quick. But yeah, let's make this obviously longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this entire thing and we're going to redo it. Okay. I could just make a quick tweak to the time segment and then do a quick rerun. But I like to keep everything organized. Every output has its own section so that if I need to try things or change things, I can. Just a personal preference. You don't have to do it this way, but let me just really quick update this and boom. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to just delete this video, open up another video generator. We're going to attach, boom. Everything's already connected, right? We got the 2 pictures. Let's close this. 2 pictures. We got the text prompt. We're good to go. Make this 12 seconds, and we're going to go back into the prompt here, and we're going to update the time segment. Oh, let's change that. Where is the time? Is it down a little bit more? There it is. So 10, we're going to go 12 seconds. That should be enough time. So anyways, I'll let this run, guys, and I'll see you soon. All right, guys, so just tweaked it to 12 seconds. It's finally complete. Let's take a look.
Okay, wait. You guys have to see what I just look. Look at it. The new Spain kit, the new one. Oh, I've been waiting for this thing to drop for like, I don't even know how long. World Cup is coming, okay? I had to. Okay, wait, you guys.
Okay, overall pretty good. A couple things right off the get-go. I think I would change this last line. This right here.
I don't even know how long. World Cup is coming, okay? I had to.
I would probably get rid of that. That looks a little bit fake. So I'd probably just change it to her just like being like, oh my God, or something. Just marveling, like in like wow, right? More of like a wow reaction to the end. So that's the only thing I'd change. Everything else is pretty good. Another thing too, if you're being a perfectionist, she takes the jersey, she kind of flings it over on top of her, and you can see that sleeve kind of just latch onto her arm. So it looks fine there, it looks natural. But if you think that looks a little bit fake and it kind of just stays there the rest of the time, I mean, that could happen. It's totally fine, but you might want to just regenerate that just to, if that part bugs you. But that's it, guys. So I think that's a pretty good video. Like I said, I would just go back and change that one line instead of her saying whatever she said there at the end. Yeah, like we just zoom in here. So I might just change this, get rid of this, and I might just change this to, oh my God, I can't believe it. Breath as she marvels in wonder, something like that. Okay, that's all. I'm not going to regenerate that, but you get the gist, guys. That's kind of how it works. Now you have your first scene, and then you really just do the same thing for the second scene, the exact same thing. You go back to Claude and you say, hey, great, this was fantastic. This is the prompt we use. Was this the, yeah, this is the one I'm in. Okay, and say, hey, great, that was awesome. Now let's do scene 2, and it would generate it. You do the same thing. You make your video, and then you have your 2 scenes. You put them in CapCut, and you're good to go, guys. You have your video now. So when you first start doing this, again, you might have to do a couple generations to get it right. Just like what I did, we generated once, realized, hey, it was too short. We had to make it longer. It was much better, but then we realized, you know what, that script at the end, we should probably change that to something else. So it might take you a couple generations, but if you guys want to just start with something that does fit, I would probably just use my default script here, use this verbatim, test it out, and then start trying to make different variations of this yourself. Change the actor, change the product, change the setting. Maybe you want to have, maybe try a couple settings. Maybe have her, you know, outdoors somewhere in scene 1, and then scene 2, she is in her room. I do have a video in my shorts with that exact example. She bought a soccer ball. She started off at the store, and then the second setting was her walking down the strip in Vegas, and then the third setting was her actually in the her condo. So play around with it, guys. This will all be in the description. Really hope this helped. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer those in the comments. If this helped you, you know, really appreciate if you like and subscribe. I'm going to do my best to release as many videos as I can, just teaching you guys how this all works. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.